This is my sheet pan fried rice with tofu.
Oh, tofu, where the meat at, Katie? That's how you win it.
Tofu is a great way to have a plant-based protein. I think it's really tasty, and it takes on whatever kind of flavors that you're given to it. So, Jeff, I'm gonna have you work on my garnish. If you'll thinly slice up those 3 scallions, that would be great. And I've got some rice here. This is just cooked white rice. If you have leftover rice, if you've ordered out and you've got those little containers in the fridge, great way to use it. Or if you have frozen rice, you can thaw it out and use it. So you can also use brown rice. That's a great way to use it up. Okay, now I'm gonna add for my sauce some soy sauce.
Ooh.
Lots of flavor in there. I like to use the low sodium soy sauce.
Ooh, that's expensive.
And some sesame oil.
Ooh, that's
really pack a lot of flavor in just a little bit. Fresh ginger. Tons of flavor here. Just because we're going light on our wallets doesn't mean we're going light on our flavor. And garlic. And I find that when I'm making a healthier dish like this, you do need to punch up the flavor. You know, we're not using as much fat. So I'm just gonna whisk that together. And now I'll just mix it all up. So I've got my tofu. So with tofu, I think it's important to drain it. So put it between a couple paper towels, set it in the colander, in the sink, and put something heavy over it. You could just put this bowl over it and let it sit for a while.
Use firm, extra firm, silky,
firm or extra firm. Silken is gonna break up a little too much in this. And then I'm using frozen veggies. So this is a great way to save money, especially when it's off season, because those are picked and frozen when they're their freshest. And they're less expensive. And you're also not gonna be throwing stuff out because it's not gonna sit in your fridge and go bad.
Sonny should have done that with her.
She's smiling because she knows she's winning with that ingredient.
And you can use any frozen veggies you have. I always have frozen broccoli. I always have frozen spinach. All right, so toss this up. And you can also use any protein you have left over. You got a leftover chicken breast, chop it up and put it in here. Leftover pork chop, that would work.
We
Even
broke, Katie, we don't
hot
have
dogs
that.
would work.
Hot dogs.
Yes, remember I made once before a hot dog fried rice here with your leftover hot dogs.
It smells great in there, a lot of great flavor in there.
I'm gonna put just a little bit of salt because the soy sauce is gonna give us a nice saltiness.
This actually looks like fried rice.
It does, doesn't it? Now, when you're making fried rice at home, it's hard to get it crispy unless you have a big wok. But not here, because we're putting it in the oven on a sheet pan.
You put it under the broiler or in a baking?
I just want to argue, like, is that really a meal, though? Like,
Heck yeah, that's a meal. You put that in a bowl.
Yep.
You've got your protein, your carbs, your veggies. Now spread it out.
I'm jealous.
And I've put a piece of parchment paper on my sheet pan because that's gonna make cleanup easier.
You know what I love is too, if you don't have a wok, you don't have a lot of saute pans, a ton of oil, space, you can brown in the oven like this. You don't think about doing it. You shut that oven door. You take dinner out and you eat.
You walk away. All right, we're gonna cover it at the beginning with some foil.
Wow.
That's expensive aluminum foil, Katie.
Really
Only one piece, Katie, okay?
That's a lot of money.
You can hear how thick it is, too. It's the premium
375 degrees for about 10 minutes. Then you're gonna take the foil off and give it another 12 to 15 so that it gets nice and browned and crispy. Look at this. This is perfect for a meatless Monday.
Oh, boy.
Okay, let's scoop this up. Look how nice and crispy it is.
And the tofu is still sort of supple, and that's a nice texture.
Yeah, and you know how sometimes when you stir-fry tofu, it just falls apart. You do it in the oven, and it keeps its shape. All right, I like to hit it with a little bit of sriracha.
That in your recipe?
Yeah, it's
in it.
Yep.
Oh, man.
All right.
Don't forget the scallions I chopped.
Oh, yes.
well, yeah.
Now,
pour on those
and
quarters.
then the white truffles after
Pour
that.
those
Isn't
quarters
this beautiful? All right, Jeezy, since you are the big spender, I think that
Hey, big spender!
you should try my
I take that as a compliment.
my inexpensive fried rice first and see what you think of that.
Really easy to make. What I like
Super
too is
simple.
you could use any leftover grain you have hanging around in the fridge.
Absolutely. Hit it with some scallions.
Oh my God, your Gruyere-kissed lips don't know what hit them.
He's like frozen vegetables, zutalo.
This is the best part of the show for me, is watching GZ eat.
I've silenced him. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
That's
thing.
always a good thing.
I'm afraid.
Nah, when
I'm a
he's
little
quiet like
afraid.
that, he's ruminating.
Really good.
It's yummy. I mean, It is. I love the spice.
It tastes like fried rice.
It does. It's just hurtful that it's so inexpensive.
You could be
So
saving
delicious.
money.
It ain't gonna hurt your wallet.